Oh wow, Miss Buck. It looked like Miss Acosta is here early this morning.
Yes, she's here to interview for the U.S. Justice of the Federal Prison System.
Oh, okay. Well then, go ahead and invite her in.
Let me go get her.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Acosta.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Acosta.
Good morning. I have brought a copy of my resume here in that position I am applying for.
Okay. All right.
How are you guys doing today?
We are good.
Good. I'm very excited to be here.
Okay, so if you can just go ahead and talk a little bit about yourself and why did you choose social work as your major?
Well, I've always had a passion for social working. Growing up, I had social workers in my life basically from birth. In Puerto Rico, we had a social worker. Then when we came to the States, we had a social worker. So they've always just kind of been a part of my life, and I've admired their work.
Okay.
Okay. And why are you interested in this target or this agency? Why are you interested?
I am very passionate about people being able to change. I think a lot of times people in prison often get discarded and they are looked at as less of people, but to me they are every much just like me and you, and they need a chance. So I would love to be able to work with them.
Okay. Now, knowing that you're going to be working for the prison system, can you tell me about a time where you worked with like an aggressive or an angry client, like in the past? You know, share a little bit about how you handled that.
Yeah, so I actually have worked with people that have gotten out of prisons. I worked with the Salvation Army, and they have basically it's almost like a safe house. So they come from prison right into our program, and they do like a 12-month or 6 months course depending on the person, and it helps them rehabilitate them and help them get adjusted into the community. They have gotten aggressive sometimes in that, but I have been able to manage it, and I don't think anything bad of them. I know that's just a one-time thing, and they're, they have a lot going on.
Actually, so have you interned anywhere that's similar to this position that you're applying for?
Yeah, the Salvation Army. I did about a year of an internship there, and it kind of worked with the same thing. Probably not as intense as actually working in like a jail system. Like I said, they got out of jail and then went into that program. So this will be the first time working in a jail system.
Okay.
That's good. Okay.
All right. So we do have one more question for her. If you were hired right now, why should we accept you as a candidate to work for us?
I think I bring a great fresh set of new eyes. I believe, and I mean it's with all my passion, I believe that with the right love, nurture, and care, somebody can be their best self. And I am that person. I also feel like coming into this job, I'm not, it's not about the money for me. It's not about things like that. It's honestly just about helping people be their best selves.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming today, Miss Acosta.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'll follow up in an email and let you know how it went.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, Miss Acosta.
So it looks like Sarah, is that her name? Sarah Buck is here early for the facilities Masters of Social Work.
Yeah. So we can go ahead and take her in right now, and then we'll just. All right.
Hey,
Good morning.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy to have you here.
Thank you very much. And then here's my resume and then all the information that she asked for.
Alrighty, thank you so much for bringing this up. All right, Miss Sarah Buck, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Great, awesome. So what do you hope to accomplish here working with us here as a social?
Well, hopefully you guys can see that I'm interested in working in this field because, I have like past experience and I want to just like broaden my horizon and then just, help more people in general.
Okay. You said that you have past experience. Where did you work or intern at? And if you can give us a little insight on what you did.
Okay. So I interned at this place called Ashikaran. It's a non-profit organization that deals with like people that has been abused, you know, and then they take them to a place where it's safe so the abuser can't find them. And then what we do is do intakes on them, you know, we provide counseling free of charge. And then also we provide them with like grocery monies, you know, we take them places where they need to go. And then just like, you know, show them that they have like a safe area that they can go to where the, you know, the abuser won't be able to track them down.
Okay. And how did you enjoy working over there?
I loved it. I really loved it because it shows that, you know, there's people out there that actually cares for you and that wants to help you and not just trying to like push you away.
How do you feel that you work in a group setting?
Well, for me, I mostly like done like one-on-one, but like for group settings, I wouldn't mind doing it. It's just like for me personally, I feel like one-on-one will be better because then it will allow the clients to like interact more with me because most of them don't speak English. So then, you know, then that would be better for them to do just one-on-one because then I need to get like a translator and then you don't want like other people to hear, you know, the struggle that they're going through.
All right,
Okay.
gotcha.
How do you deal with conflicts?
Do you mean between the clients, the coworkers,
In general.
in general?
But let's focus on the clients. How do you deal with conflicts with the client?
Well, for me, where I interned is that where they did have this one problem with this one client where she thought she run the house, she does what she want to do, and then she talks like there's this kid that's at the place, and then how she talks to him was like inappropriate. So what we did was we sit down with her, make sure we have like a discussion. She did get a write-up though, because there's some stuff that we won't allow. So the way that we deal with that was just telling her if she continued on with this behavior, we won't be able to have her at the safe house anymore.
Okay.
Alrighty. And so why should we hire you?
I feel like I will be best for this position because of my experience. I know how to like provide the information that they need, how to make sure it's secure, and then just like make sure I'm just helping because I want to help people.
Our last question for you is just tell us something about you that you think we should know before hiring you.
I am great with time management. Like where I need to be, I'm always on time.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It was very nice
It was
meeting
nice
you.
meeting you.
All right.
We will call you soon. Okay, so it looks like we have our last meeting of the day.
Yes, her name is Miss Genty.
Okay, she's early, huh?
She is.
All right, let's call her in. Come on in.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Miss. Is it Paul Fanis?
Yes, Paul Fanis Genty, but you can call me Miss Genty for short.
All righty, thank you so much for coming in today.
Yes, this is my resume.
Okay. All righty, thank you for that. So what are some of your strengths? Let's just jump right into it.
Ooh, okay. So some of my strengths that I can say is, without me knowing it, I inspire people to be their best version. One of my other strengths is time management. Okay, I'm a very timely person. If you need me to be somewhere, just know I'm there. Another strength of mine is my creativity skills. You give me a task, and I will shoot for the moon with it.
Awesome.
And then what are some of your weaknesses?
Some of my weaknesses, ooh, okay. So, one of my weaknesses is I can't multitask. I cannot multitask because I get overwhelmed very quickly. If there's too much for me to juggle, I will stop. And I will focus on one thing at a time. I cannot multitask. I guess that's one of my weaknesses. It's not a good thing.
And so what made you pick this position? So you're going to be, working with children and family, probably doing some sibling visits, health education, stuff like that. So what made you take on this position?
Well, at my internship right now, I'm focusing on working with single moms and you know, them being a single mom and their kids. With the little experience that I have and what I'm willing to learn and continue to learn, for me to be the best social worker for the people that's out there. So yeah.
How well do you work in a group setting?
How well do I work in a group setting? I would say I work really well in a group setting. You know, as social workers, you're gonna always need a team. You're gonna always need to work with a team. And so if you give me a team from the front door, you know, we're gonna establish what tasks we're gonna be focusing on, what we're gonna be doing and stuff like that. So yeah.
Alrighty, and then our last question is, why should we hire you?
I believe that y'all should hire me into y'all company because I work really well with mothers, with children. I work well with people with different age groups. I also can provide the necessary resources that they need for them to, you know, better their life, better their everyday life. So I believe that I'll be a best fit for this position.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you for coming today, Miss Genty.
Thank
And
you.
we'll follow up in an email, okay? Let me know how it went.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Buck. Thank you, Miss Acosta.
Nice to meet you.
You looking at me?
Oh,
Don't
I'm
look at me.
sorry.
Stopped it?
No, don't stop it.
Bloopers.
No, stop it. Bloopers.
Okay.
Do you want us to stop it?
No, don't stop it. I'll just edit it. Ask me the question again.